Oh, hey, look at that. I'm level 57 now. Hey guys, what's up? Danbot here, and that's not the reason we're doing this video. The reason we're taking a look at this is because I have just finished my placement matches for Season 2 of Overwatch competitive play. Now, check them out here. You'll see 2 draws, a win, 3 losses, a draw at 2 wins, and a loss. Several of those losses in the middle, 2 of them, the first 2 were with levers, so I wasn't too pleased with that. But as you can see, I got a rank of 2006, and this puts me in the gold tier for the season. Now, let's go over the changes to the season, because I know a lot of people may have missed some of the finer details, and the season came a little quicker than we thought. So let's take a look. So your skill rating has been changed. You are now on a 5,000 point scale instead of the 100 point scale. So you're going to have multiple tiers. They're going to be bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmaster, just in case you missed them. Now, the first tier, bronze, goes from 1 to 1,499 points. All of the others up until master cover a 500 point spread, and then master and grandmaster cover 1,000 points, or cover 500 points rather, from 3,500 to 3,999 for master, and then grandmaster's 4,000 plus. So a little bit different, but you're going to see a more significant, well, more meaningful rather, move in your rank at the end of each match. So let's talk about competitive points as well, because they overhauled that. Now, I've already gone over some of this in another video, but I thought I would talk about it again because it's now live and we're getting to mess with it. They are making it so that competitive points, you don't get like 10 now for winning a match. You will get 300, and gold weapons are going to cost 3,000 now. So they've multiplied everything by 10. They've also capped words are hard. They've also capped the number of competitive points players can get, so you can only get 6,000, and then you won't be able to get them. They will be granted at the end of this. You will be granted into season rewards, though. Now, a couple other things that have changed. The big one for me is the lever penalties, because I ran into this in my placement matches, and then I want to talk about the placement matches. So they have changed the message. They're going to add a 10-minute penalty for any players who leave an in-progress match, and starting in Season 2, they'll need to complete more matches without leaving before their account is returned to good standing. And as always, the ban can happen. You can be suspended from competitive play for increasing periods of time, and then for a ban for the whole season if you keep leaving. So hopefully they're a little stricter on this. Now let's talk about my placement matches and placement matches in general. I placed in gold, which is honestly about where I thought I would place. I'm not a fantastic Overwatch player, but I'm not god-awful either. I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses. I don't do that well on assault maps. I do better on payloads. Some people are the opposite, but I placed about where I thought I would place. And a lot of people are saying that they did, but a lot of people are also saying they didn't. So, if you get incredibly lucky, or you're playing out of your mind, or you're with like a 6-stack, and you play all your games with them and they just carry you, yeah, you could place, maybe into diamond, maybe, high master, and not high master, but maybe master, and you don't really belong there. And on the flip side, let's say that you had a bunch of matches that were just awful. Maybe you were having a bad day. Maybe it was nothing but levers and you lost every one of them because of it. Maybe your teams were just really bad and you couldn't put them on your shoulders and carry. Then you're going to have a really low, maybe you're going to be in silver. It's going to take more than 10 games to get you truly ranked. And I kind of think that there's a little bit of a fallacy that competitive placement matches actually are accurately ranking you. They're not. They're the system trying to arrive at a sort of medium and figure out maybe where you actually do belong. But I know plenty of people that are definitely not placing where they thought they would. I've seen a couple people in competitive so far that say, I don't know why I'm here. I don't belong here. Even in the gold level. So certainly platinum and diamond and master, it'll be interesting to see, especially because that's going to be where a lot of the pro players are. I know that right now Master and Grandmaster are, probably where a lot of the pros are going to be. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But I think people maybe need to stop holding on to this idea that the placement match system is completely accurate. It's definitely not completely accurate. It's just trying to arrive at a median skill for you. It does appear, however, that they have kind of unscrewed the supports, because they have said that they are working on fixes to make it so that supports do get some better ranking. They said that, for example, Lucio, tends to come in way too low, and they have a fix on the way for that. So they are definitely trying to fix supports getting screwed, which I think will definitely help the MMRs across the board. It certainly can't make them any worse. But that being said, I think it's nice that they are taking feedback. They are really listening, and everybody that is complaining, keep that in mind, guys. This is a work in progress. Blizzard really is actively trying to pay attention and help with the concerns. So, of course, you also have to take into account things like balance changes as well that can affect things. If there's somebody that plays a lot of Mei and gets ranked pretty high, that's going to affect the MMR just because Mei has been changed a little bit, and they might really be taking advantage of it. So all those things have to be taken into account. That's why changes take a while, especially season changes. But the last thing I want to talk about is something that people have been bitching about, and it drives me nuts, but the grouping restrictions. So they have changed the grouping restrictions to make games more fair and basically more fun across the tiers. So you are going to be unable to group in most tiers if you have a skill rating difference of more than 1,000 from your party members. In Grandmaster and Master, the difference has to be less than 500, and players in Diamond or above cannot group with somebody who's completing their placement matches. So you can't smurf your placement matches, and they're trying to make the spreads tighter. So remember that the rank spreads are 500 points now, so that means that it is entirely possible for a gold player and a silver or platinum player to group together. You're not going to be able to group with a diamond player, though. So they have made it so that Master and Grandmaster has to be less than 500. So, but silver is 1,500 to 1,999. So you're going to be able to group with up to platinum, but you won't be able to group with diamond. Gold, kind of in the middle. That's probably where a lot of people are going to be. They'll be okay. They'll be able to group with either end. So, the system that has to be put in place. I know a lot of people have been complaining about, well, I can't play with my friends. But it's there to actually make the game more even for everybody. And it sucks that you can't play with your friends in some way, but it also keeps, your friend from getting dragged into a match. If your friend is, let's say, bronze, and you drag them into a diamond tier match, they would probably get stomped, and it would not be fun for them, and it would not be fun for your team because they would probably be losing because they'd basically be down a man all the time. This is why this is in place, and frankly, I think it's a good thing. It's going to take a while for people to get used to it, but it's just the way it is. Blizzard had to do something to prevent that, and it's also, honestly, a measure to help prevent smurfing in a way. So, if people would stop smurfing, maybe we wouldn't have to deal with this so much. That being said, I'm enjoying the Season 2. It'll be interesting to see what other changes they want to make going into Season 3. But so far, it seems like the balance changes, the meta changes, really are actually working out better. So, GG Blizzard. Now I just have to go and save up a crap load of points for my golden guns, because I'm not ever going to get into the top 500. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to win 50 games. And, well, the 50 games to get there, first off. And then you get to remain active throughout the season. So, and there are times where I go 7 days without playing Overwatch because I have other things to do. So, got to save up those competitive points for those guns because I ain't going to get any real huge bonus points at the end of the season. Alright guys, that does it for me today. I'm going to go play some more Overwatch. My name has been Dimebot. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the Patreon, YouTube, subscribe, and Twitter links. I will see you next time. Like what you saw? Click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Or click on one of these other videos.